Do the intro then.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gaming Related Activities, episode 5?
5.
Are we 5 now?
Yeah. Wait.
God damn.
Wait. No. This might be. This is 6. We're an episode ahead that I haven't uploaded.
I thought that was 4. It doesn't matter. Anyway, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Muggy, here with us, and we're going to talk about fighting games.
This is 5.
Yes, sir.
This is 5?
This is
Jesus
5.
Christ. Okay.
How are you all doing? So, I guess introduction should be somewhat in order. My name is Muggy, and I've been playing fighting games since I was essentially 3 years old, which is quite a while for 30-something years. So, I've been playing fighting games since then. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighters, Tekkens. Like I've been any sort of fighting game genre, you name it, I was playing it. I did a lot of local tournaments, and I did do a few national tournaments. Smash Brothers Melee mainly. I did do a few local Soul Calibers. A few Tekkens, a few Street Fighters. Nothing too major. I'm not like some big name esports fight game enthusiast, but I get by. Average Joe level. Nothing too fancy.
What got you into them?
I was into it for the fancy, like during Street Fighter when I was 3 years old. I loved the special powers they threw out and all the cool spins and kicks and stuff like that. I always liked all the animations. It's what really got me fully into like committing into fighting games. And then even then, like Tekken, a character called King. I was a big wrestling enthusiast, and I just it flew from there. Like I couldn't stop. It was just too fun.
The king.
Yeah.
So you started on Street Fighter 1, 2?
I started at Street Fighter 1.
Okay.
Went to Street Fighter 2. Was starting in the original Mortal Kombat and the original Tekken as well.
So what fighting game would you say do you hold closest to your heart then?
Oh, if I had to hold it close to my heart, there's two-seaters that two people that hold first place in my heart, and it's definitely Street Fighter and Tekken, 100%. But there's a lot of oldies and goldies that I truly hold near and dear as well.
Okay. So I know
You were just going everywhere then, weren't you?
Yeah, essentially, I
You
was
were playing all of them.
yeah. Any fighting game I could get my hands on, I was all over it.
Were you going to like arcades and shit back then?
I was actually to some degree. I was doing. I was there for when they were doing a lot of Tekken arcades and whatnot. I would constantly beg my dad or my mom to take me to an arcade, and I would sit there for a good 2 or 3 hours trying to play as much as I can.
See, I absolutely love my fighting games, but I wasn't young enough to be in the arcade generation. By the time I grew up and played fighting games, they were already like on home consoles and stuff.
what was your
So
first
I
fighting game?
never did arcades. Um, I think my first fighting game was probably like Mortal Kombat. Uh, One of the old Mortal Kombats. I don't know which one. Probably mid-range, 5, 6, 7, somewhere in there. Um, But my real fighting game was when I fought his ass in Tekken 7. That was when I started to
Oh.
actually learn fighting games.
Yeah, yeah. Those were some fun bouts because I mean, we did have our little niche group together that we had and play together and stuff like that. But it always seemed like when I faced you, you were always constantly learning my tricks and whatnot. So it got me a little
I was
nervous.
trying. I was trying. But Mitch, you are a Smash kind of guy, right?
Yeah, so I grew up and I played. I think it was Tekken 2. Tekken 2 was on PlayStation 1, weren't it?
I think so, yeah.
I think it was
Yeah,
Tekken
yeah.
2. I played as
Yeah,
quite young, and then Smash Melee I played a lot, and then Smash Brawl really got me to a lot of different stuff. Just seeing like the reps that I previously liked, and then finding new characters that I can go off and find their games and stuff like that. Smash
I
is great.
I think Smash Melee is what really got me into like the tournament ready like locals and stuff like that, because it came to my realization like that people can do a whole bunch of crazy stuff in Melee, like wave dashing, wave landing, and edge guarding, like these like fundamentals that I lacked when I was playing, and then eventually coming to a locals and learning like, oh crap, you can do this stuff, that's crazy, and then trying to learn it over and over again on the GameCube controller, and you're trying to mimic and copy and learn, and it really sunk into me that like people can do stuff like that, like tournaments are no joke when you really want to play.
Yeah, the tournament scene for Melee in particular was, and I'm pretty sure always will be, like such a massive event. They've been at, pretty sure they've been at most Evos, haven't they? Melee.
Yeah, Melee was definitely most Evos. They at one point I think they had their own scene, like just in general. And I never got to I never got too far. I was mainly playing locals and a few like state kind of level kind of thing.
I played a few tournaments in Smash Ultimate, and that was during college, where we had like a college event and stuff like that. I won a few of them to the point where they banned Pac-Man for no reason, just out of spite. But yeah, I've never went too far with playing that.
So it's always made me curious, because I was old enough, but I wasn't into fighting games at that time to fully appreciate Melee. My first Smash was actually Ultimate, where I got absolutely manhandled by Jigglypuff. So what do you think is the best one, or both of you? What do you think is the best one between Melee and Ultimate?
Ultimate.
I'm gonna have to go the opposite direction on that one. I'm a little bit. It's a little bit more biased for me because I kind of grew up on the Melee, so it's definitely gonna have to be Melee for me. Because it's just the character selection was pretty solid. The mechanics is what really further you delved into the game is what really solidified it for me.
I think both have their importance now. Melee's I played it as a kid as well, loved it, and that's more of a quick-paced one with a lot of jank, which is still charming. But Ultimate's just got more to it now, and more viability. Like a lot of the roster you can use, whilst in Melee you can use less than half viably.
Yeah, a lot of I will say that it doesn't have a lot of if you play it tournament wise, it doesn't have a lot of solid characters. I mean, there's still some people out there that can definitely prove this saying wrong, because I've seen quite a few just pop off on, for example, Hungrybox himself playing Jigglypuff. I've seen a few people playing Luigi or Dr. Mario or whatnot, and for example, Ganondorf. Ganondorf is not really that much of Ganondorf is, if you're pulling out Ganondorf, you're trying to style and profile people, and it's fantastic to watch, but it does require some fundamentals to it and whatnot. So
I think I'm more biased as well towards 4 and Ultimate and Brawl, because they have reps that I really, really like, whilst Melee's got just the classics.
Yeah.
Sorry. Ultimate's got everyone. Right?
Yeah, Ultimate's great.
God
Yeah.
damn.
All it needed, it has Banjo-Kazooie. That just instantly puts it.
I too enjoy. I enjoy Ultimate, but I'm a little bit more biased to Melee. I do love again a few characters in Ultimate are pretty awesome. Terry, for example, is one of my all-time favorites in Ultimate. I love bringing that old school fighting game into Smash Ultimate, and then just watching it go and watching him his moves and whatnot. They still retain that old school fighting game style, but still has the new Ultimate feel of Smash.
Was you a big King of Fighters fan?
Yes, I was actually.
That's fair then. I bet the like reveal trailer for Terry Bogard is so hype, and I didn't even play King of Fighters.
Ah, yeah. I didn't get really like I loved King of Fighters as well, but like it at the time it was more of like I was too busy focusing on again Street Fighter, Smash, Tekken. That again, that's King of Fighters is one of them that are the oldies but goldies kind of thing in my mind.
What's your favorite fighting game overall then?
I would say my favorite fighting game overall will have to definitely be if I had to throw it up there. It would definitely be Tekken overall. Overall, every other one, but I will have to say if that was not in the choice, it would definitely be Blaze Blue.
Okay, so
Ooh,
Tekken
come in with the Blaze Blue.
7?
Tekken 7 really
7 or
solidified.
8? Yeah.
No, it's definitely 7. Definitely 7 puts it in, puts the chokehold on my idea when it comes to like Tekken being like Tekken 8. Don't get me wrong, Tekken 8 is a very very amazing game, and it does require a lot of new foundation and like I would say a mindset to really get into to really study and learn.
Yeah, but that kind of all of them do.
Yeah.
I mean, just fighting game genre as a whole, you really need to study if you want to get good at them anyway. But
It'd be more of like you have to understand the fundamentals of any fighting game because a lot of the fighting games all run on the same mindset of poking, pressuring, making people essentially same ideas, making them do something like that. So
yeah, I love like Tekken 7 and Tekken 8, which is where I really got into them. I've played fighting games before, but Tekken 7 was the one that was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking learn this shit. And my boy Negan. Yeah, my boy Negan.
Would you say that's your favorite fighting game?
For me, yeah, probably. Tekken 7 is so good. And it's not just like the game itself, but also the community that we kind of made for it. Like as Muggy said, we had our own little group there. We were all playing Tekken 7 and all beating the fuck out of each other and stuff, and all learning. And it was a really good vibe, really good little community that we made. Tekken 8 is also a really good game, but there's some negativity that I'll talk about later on. But for the positives, like Tekken 8's gameplay is so smooth. Tekken 7 is smooth, but man, Tekken 8, ooh, that shit is smooth.
Yeah, so saying about the issues with Tekken 8, would you say any of those are to do with the actual game itself or just the monetization around it?
There are some issues with the game itself. There are some.
Because out of the two, I do prefer 8. And just gameplay wise, I do prefer 8. 7, I don't know, like 7, I might have just jumped into it a bit too late. So playing online was just just the worst thing ever.
Oh yeah, I never even played online. It was all me, Muggy, and the group.
I would say if you join late into Tekken 7, going online is kind of is a big curve gap for you to get it to like understand it and whatnot. Like going in there with like going online, be like, oh, I'm gonna play and verse some people. And let's see if everybody at that. If you come in late, everybody at that point is already like has a full understanding of the game and whatnot, and they'll do some crazy stuff. So
yeah, I came into it just as Noctis or Negan came out. Pretty sure it was Negan.
It just came out.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's earlier than me.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for him, and I'm like I saw their trailer way later on, and then I got it, and I still saw them like all over the they're promoting them still, so I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And there's the most recent DLC, so I bought it, played them, and I was like, this is fun, but I'm gonna have to spend hours and hours and hours in the training room just to try to get one win.
Mm-hmm.
But that's most fighting games.
That I was about to say that is kind of a universal fighting game thing, isn't it? Like,
I mean, some
Coming
people
late into
can,
any fighting game.
yeah, you're coming late into any fighting game and you're expecting to try to do something. You're gonna have to practice in like training mode and whatnot. Or some people like to do it the other way, where they don't go to training mode and like or lab and try to practice that. They just go straight into the online and see what they can do and
Yeah, they
whatnot.
just gotta. Those people that just gotta learn from getting beat up over and over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely one of those types of people, but I do lab as well when I need to. If I come across of like, for example, in Tekken 7, I came across a few combos and I'd be like, oh, let me just go to the lab to see if I can mess with this and see what I can do.
Mm.
That's what the plan is. Yeah, I love. Tekken 7 was good to lab with, but man, Tekken 8's lab and like Tekken 8's tools that you can use are so good to practice. Like, I've probably spent more time in the lab in Tekken 8 than actually playing the game, just because I actually find the lab in Tekken 8 really fun. In Tekken 7, I didn't have that type of feeling for some reason. But again, we were just kind of playing against each other, so I didn't really have much of a reason to lab.
Do you prefer 2D, like the 2D fighting games, platforming fighting games, or 3D like Tekken fighting games?
Oh, I have something to say about that. Muggy, you can go first.
Okay. I will say I prefer. I'm so used to playing 2D fighting games so much, so I'm gonna lean towards that way. But at the same time, like again, Tekken, Virtual Fighter, stuff like that, are very 3D fighting games, and I still enjoy them per se. Like I can't really have any negatives or positives. So I enjoy both sides, but 2D is definitely where I like to be.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm gonna say the same. I love 2D. I actually, hot take, I don't like the 3D-ness of Tekken.
Oh, really?
Now, Tekken 8 is my main game. Tekken 8 is my main like fighting game. If I want to jump on a fighting game right now, it's gonna be Tekken 8. But like, for some reason, for my little pea brain, I cannot understand sidestepping. I don't know why, but it's so hard. I mean, I've seen a lot of people say that sidestepping is actually harder in Tekken 8 because more moves track. But I just can't sidestep. I treat Tekken like it's a 2D game, to be honest. I've barely used the 3D-ness of Tekken 8. But I also like platformers because it's such a different form of fighting game. Like, they're two very different like moods. Like playing Smash versus playing Tekken, like they're very different kind of styles.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm down to play either really. And yeah, 2D to 3D, it's I mean pretty much the same thing for me because I treat 3D like it's a 2D. So
Fighting game characters, favorites?
Oh, that's that. Yikes! That's I'm gonna have to hit you with some in my list. I'm gonna have to hit you with Makoto from Street Fighter Third Strike.
Mm.
Definitely gonna have to hit you with that one, and then I'll have to go with the tried and true King himself from Tekken. I will go with for besides Street Fighter. Cammy is another crowd favorite of mine.
oh my god, Kami's redesign in 6. Wow.
Then I will have to go with if I really wanted to do that, it would be in Blaze Blue. It would definitely be what's her? It's driving me up a wall right now. Ragna Blood Edge. That's what his name is. I forgot the last name. So he was
half the people he just said.
So yeah. He was pretty good when I first started playing Blaze Blue. There's another character I have in the Blaze Blue. Actually, no, it's Makoto. Makoto also in Blaze Blue. The little squirrel puncher. I forget like fully her design. It's been a while for me, so I do apologize. But
Josh?
Ooh. My favorite character. I mean, I don't know if Negan counts.
I mean, he could count because you technically got into Tekken 7, so I mean, he could be your tried and true still.
he is kind of my OG because he is the one I've probably learnt the most about. Well, back then. Now I probably know more Victor than anything else. I do love Victor. Victor from Tekken 8 is awesome. And he's probably my favorite. He is my favorite character of Tekken 8. But I can see the arguments that he is an easy character, and I don't really know. I think Sonic from Smash
Yeah,
would probably also be one of my favorite characters. I remember trying to play him in Smash, and man, I could not figure out those controls.
He is quick.
Smash feels very floaty.
Yeah. Well, if you play
I 100% agree. A lot of the newer, I will say after Melee, a lot of the newer Smash games do feel a little bit more floatier. Especially Brawl. Brawl always felt really floaty.
Oh yeah, Brawl's extremely floaty, but it's still got something. Still got that subspace mode.
Yeah, so it always felt very floaty for me, and feel like a decent hit will just send you gone.
I also think Sonic's moveset's kind of dog shit.
Oh, thanks, man.
His moveset is it's either spin dash, home and dash, spin dash, or
I do like the
spin
home
dash. Yeah.
Although I will say in Brawl, where I think that's where Sonic first fully came out, right?
Yeah,
He was
Brawl.
out I will say this, and shot in the dark. I don't know, man, but when I did play Brawl, I was playing Ike, so that was my jam. So like he was because the game was very floaty in my mind, and when I was playing it, and it felt too like that, I decided to pick like one of the heavier characters. So essentially, Ike was one of those heavy guys.
I have not seen much Ike, I'll be honest. I've not seen much Smash, actually. Mitch,
Yeah.
you asked us last question, what's your favorite between 3D, 2D, and platformer?
Oh,
Because
platformer.
since you're a Smash boy,
Yeah,
are
platformer.
you a platformer boy?
100%.
Okay.
But that's just for Smash only.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, have you
multiverses as
played
well.
any other platformers?
Multiverses,
Like Brawlhalla or something?
Brawlhalla. I'm pretty sure I put over 100 hours into Brawlhalla.
Really?
Yeah, I played a lot of multiverses when that came out.
I can't wait for Multiverses to come back.
I did play that Nick one. Nick Battle, whatever the fuck it had. You know the one I'm on about, don't you?
Which
Like
one?
SpongeBob and all them.
Oh, yeah, the...
Nick
All
All-Stars.
Stars?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
I played the first one of that, and I was like, well, this is absolute shit. So yeah, I played quite a few, and Smash just nothing's touching Smash. It's like nothing's going to touch Dead by Daylight that tries to do Dead by Daylight. Nothing's going to touch Smash that tries to do Smash.
Nah, yeah. Smash has such a cult-like culture right now.
got such a roster.
No way anything kills it, yeah.
And then my favourite character, Banjo-Kazooie, Pac-Man, Olimar, Shulk, or Killer Instinct is actually kind of cracked with the Arbiter from Halo.
Oh,
I had a look at Killer Instinct.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. And Saberwolf is my boy.
Saberwolf, Rash from Battletoads, even the non-licensed ones like Spinal's really cool.
Oh, Cinder was pretty
Cinder,
as
yeah.
well.
Orchid, TJ,
Oh, Shadow Jago. That one's fun too.
Glacier, just Killer Instinct's just great, but dead.
I actually recently looked into Killer Instinct, and it's still got a good little following on it. It's obviously not very big. But
Yeah, it's one of those that if you try to play, you're getting swept.
yeah, definitely. Like, I don't understand the game because all the things I've seen of it have just... It's like stun locking someone into a combo for like 90 hits. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's the fun part, especially when you played it on like the old school consoles and what. Oh,
360 and shit.
yeah, no, like just like literally like the old school stuff. Like I think it's
Old school Killer Instinct.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
those ones were pretty ridiculous. I will say that to you.
What's a character, a third-party character you'd like to see in Tekken 7 then? Or Tekken 8, sorry.
Stone, you can go first. Go ahead.
Well, the obvious answer would be Tifa from Final Fantasy. I think she would be a great fucking addition. She would fit so well. And I think I've seen that same sentiment on a lot of like community posts about it. But man, I know it's so unlikely, but bring my boy Negan back.
Oh, that's never happening.
It's never gonna happen again. But man,
Yeah,
listen.
Negan with a baseball bat coming back to be a menace once again in Tekken 8 will be.
You have no idea how much I'd love that. But yeah, it's not happening. So my vote would probably be Tifa for Final Fantasy.
I couldn't really think of a proper person to really delve into that. I wouldn't say like unlicensed character, but a licensed character. I would definitely want to see come back as Kunimitsu.
Okay.
She had too little time in Tekken 7 to really shine it out. I mean, yeah, she did come out, but like, and it was like halfway through, but like she just had too little shine to just come in. I want to see her come back and.
True, she came out really late, didn't she, in Tekken 7's lifespan?
Yeah, I would definitely want to see that to come back and see how she runs in Tekken 8 and. With like the new setups, the new like the new mechanics of Tekken 8, I want to see how well she shines because she kind of plays a little bit like Yoshimitsu, but more less chaotic, I guess you can say. Because Yoshimitsu is crazy. Like Yoshimitsu is just an absolute nut.
Another one I actually just thought of as licensed, Lara Croft from Tomb Raider.
I was gonna say something similar, but slightly different. I was gonna say the one I'd like to see is since just got a remake and everything, Leon Kennedy from.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Getting my boy RE4 Leon into Tekken.
Having Leon.
That would be huge.
I would actually be excited for like either Leon or possibly Wesker because technically he's dead and out of the picture in the RE storyline. So I mean, you could definitely bring him into like a Tekken game and stuff like that. I mean, look at him. He's like.
Dead, bro.
He ain't dead.
He ain't dead.
Was just coming back later.
He's just saving.
Yeah, he just needs time to respawn. I got you.
He's saving, you know. You know, in CS:GO when you have those save runs where you don't buy anything.
They just couldn't have him go against Ethan, could they?
No.
Fucking nuts. He's gone. Let him die.
He ain't gone, bro. He ain't gone.
But yeah, Leon could be cool because it's not just punch or gun. He's like very acrobatic, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he is.
Kind of crazy.
He is. I definitely would say that. Yeah, he's very like acrobatic and stuff like that. If you played like I think it was Resident Evil 6, where he does all the flippy and dippy stuff, like he just rolls.
Oof, we had to talk about this on Super Podcast.
Yeah, I said this in the last podcast, but Jesus Christ, Resident Evil 6 was so over the top.
Resident 6 is something. Kind of not fighting game related, but what you been playing recently, both of you?
Me, I've been delving into the worlds of MMORPGs, back into dusting off the old school World of Warcraft. I know, controversy, blah blah blah, but you know, I just
exact same. Like he's asked me that same question in the past like four podcasts, and each one I've already had to say, yeah, I'm playing World of Warcraft.
That's what's good.
It's all we've been playing.
It's just I've there's times where I just get those like MMORPG itches, and there's not really a lot broad set of MMORPGs out there that can really, you know, like pull you in and keep you there. I mean, FF14's not bad. Like, don't get me wrong, FF14's amazing, but like the raiding content of it is more like a choreography dance of some type. But it's just like dancing around instead of like, you know, actually trying to kill the boss and whatnot. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I respect to people that pull that stuff off, but I just World of Warcraft is like the old nostalgia MMORPG itch since I was a kid. So
I feel like I'm part of the issue for you now, Josh. Every
What do
time
you
I show
mean?
my face back up, you get addicted to World of Warcraft again. I'm just sat there, I'm like, I swear I'm not doing anything. You won't play it for months on end. I'm like, hey, how you doing? You're like, yeah, I've been playing World of Warcraft for about
Playing
16
some
hours.
WoW.
I'm like, oh, fucking hell, no. I know.
I don't know, man. I like the group just swayed that way. We've got even more people than we've ever had before now playing WoW in the group,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
it's expanded.
Oh yeah, it's definitely better for you now, but when you was playing like 16 hours of World of Warcraft just sat on your own, I'm like, Jesus, I'm worried.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. No. I was sad back then. Just
I was-
played WoW by myself.
I was
all day.
terrified for you, I was.
then now he's we before we took a break for a little bit, but we before that break me and him was doing some heavy mythic dungeons and all that good stuff. We were trying to out DPS each other, getting better gear, trying to one up each other in gear and stuff like that. So it was great. I loved it.
Grinding that item level ladder.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So both World of Warcraft.
Yes.
How much else?
Yeah. I delved into other games as well, but like Star Rail, like a little bit of Genshin Impact here and there, just a splash of it. Nothing too fancy. I've been delving into like I gone back to play some single player game, Skyrim. So like just to wet the old nostalgia whistle and stuff like that. So
I recently finished Sonic 1.
Okay.
Like recently, as in like yesterday. I
So we were
think.
talking about that on the last podcast, weren't we?
Yep.
What do you think of Sonic
doing
1?
I'm going through the whole thing. It is hard.
It's a rough one.
God damn.
It's the worst one.
Yeah.
It's 2D.
I saw my friend play Sonic 2, and I was like, that does not look nearly hard as what I'm goddamn doing.
Yeah, Sonic 1's just bullshit, isn't it? Like, you'll just be going through the level and
A
then
lot of it is
random
bullshit,
spike,
because-
random lava, random fucking wall.
Yeah, a lot of it is like the whole like first level teaches you, go fast. Like there's not really anything to obstruct you. The whole first level is just go fast, and it's really fun to go fast. And then immediately in Act 2, it's like, okay, now you have to stand on platforms and wait. And then if you do try and go fast down a hill, there's a spring down that hill that will throw you straight back up and into an enemy. It's like, holy shit, I
Yeah.
can't go fast then. Well, like the game is not about going fast.
I think the first Sonic game really is more like like you said, the first act is just you got to go fast and you get pumped for that. So you're like, oh, Act 2, you're ready to go fast as well. But then they just now you have to play the patient game. Now you have to wait. You can't go fast, but it's teasing you essentially. Yeah.
But the whole thing of it is to like memorize the levels, so then you can go through fast. But
Yeah.
for like a one playthrough, no shot. Also, Green Hill Zone's music is still one of the most iconic pieces of music.
True, but I loved one of the other ones. I
Marble.
can't remember which one it was. No, I think it was the one after Marble.
Oh,
It's like the third or fourth one.
fuck. It's been a while since I
Uh,
played Sonic 1. So,
Green Hill.
are you going to Sonic 2 then? Or because you said you watched your
I
friend
am
play
going
it?
to go into
Okay.
Sonic 2. Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to do all of them in release order.
You wanna?
Oh, it's Springyard. Springyard.
Oh,
Zone.
sorry. Okay, yeah.
I loved the music of Springyard Zone.
You want a quick bit of advice?
What?
Don't play 4, part 1 or 2. Just skip 4. It's not like it's not even. It's not worth it as a bad game. It's not worth it as like a. I may as well see what it does. It does nothing. It does nothing worth your time. Like 06,
Ooh.
06 is worth playing. Just
You mind if I delve back a question you were talking about, like for guest characters coming into Tekken?
Okay.
You mind if I
Go
delve back
ahead.
just
Go.
a second? I would like to see Hugo the Wolf from Bloody Roar into Tekken 8.
Oh, bloody roll.
I do not know what that is.
Bloody Roar is a really good. It's a 3D fighting game.
Bloody roll is
But it was-
old, isn't it?
Yeah, that game was really good. I would definitely want to put Yugo in there, or at least like I don't know, like a Buckaroo or Law or stuff like that from there. But yeah, those bring back the old school, like they won't see it coming kind of mentality. You know, having somebody like from a different game that just stops, like stopped continuing its game, like its franchise,
Mm.
just come out of nowhere, be into Tekken 8 and be like, oh snap, this I haven't seen this person in years, stuff like that. Or you can always Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden, stuff like that. But that kind of just popped in my head as we were talking, so I do apologize for that.
No, that's fine. I'll probably wait for you to finish up some more Sonic games before we delve properly into that franchise.
Yeah.
But yeah, skip 4. Don't play 4. Play 06.
Okay.
When it comes to the Sonic games, I think what really got me was Sonic Adventures 2.
Adventure
Always.
2's such a fucking game.
Oh,
Even if it is a bit dated and stuff, it's still amazing to play for it.
oh yeah, 100%. I wholeheartedly recommend that so much.
Yeah. Adventure, do you prefer 1 or 2 Adventure?
2.
2.
I lost myself in 2, and I played one, but it wasn't like I played through it and I was like, oh, it's a Sonic game, it's fun, stuff like that. But I 2 is what really captured me and held me there.
The thing I prefer about 1 to 2 is you can pick your character and go through their campaign rather than go like Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, Tails, Knuckles, Sonic, Sonic, Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just prefer picking your character's campaign. I just want to jump back to, we said anyone to join Tekken. What about Smash? Did you feel like anyone should have been in Smash that didn't get in?
Ooh. Okay, now you just reminded me. One person that is in Smash that is not in Tekken. They've been doing a lot of collabs with a lot of other people. Someone from Castlevania.
Okay, Simon or Richter Belmont.
Yeah, like a Belmont or like Dracula or something.
So, yeah.
But yeah, he's in Smash, isn't he? Belmont.
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them are in Smash, and they've been doing so many collabs with like V Rising and Dead Cells and all that, and it's leaked. We don't know if it's true. Like, take it with a big grain of salt. But it's leaked that they could also be coming to Dead by Daylight as well.
That'd be cool. With Dracula as a killer, or just them as a survivor.
Yeah, I think it's Dracula as a killer, if I'm not mistaken. I hope I'm not.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, having like a Belmont in Tekken, I mean, that would be pretty neat. That would be pretty cool.
I think for your question with the whole like character coming into Smash, I definitely would go with something along the lines of like Saber from Fate.
Ooh.
In Infinite Blade Works, like because Smash is definitely more of where you don't have to be like fist fighting or like, I mean, Tekken you have Victor that uses swords and whatnot, but like, I mean, I'd rather see Saber in Smash than I would see in Tekken.
Yeah. I mean, Smash can have anything at this point.
Yeah, essentially.
No, it's got fucking anyone.
The 2 I feel like were absolute missed opportunities was Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, and Rayman.
Spyro. I would have loved to see Spyro.
I feel like Rayman in particular was absolutely swindled out of a spot. It's such a shame.
Yeah.
What about you? Anyone you would have?
In Smash, ooh.
Any childhood games that you just saw and was like,
It's not exactly a childhood game, but Doom. The
Doom?
fucking Doom Slayer. I think the Doom Slayer would be pretty goddamn neat.
It would
in
have had a different
Smash.
vibe.
Yeah. Very different vibe.
Would have been quite cool though.
It isn't like, when I think of Doomslayer in a fighting game, Smash is kind of the only one I can see him in, because I can't really see him in like Tekken
Mortal
or
Kombat.
like. Ooh, wait. Yeah, never mind. No, you're right. Mortal Kombat is much better for Doomslayer than
He's
Smash is.
super gory.
Yeah, no, you're right. Never mind. I'm just trying to look through my games. Hey, Master Chief from Halo.
Could have been cool. Have him like over shield,
Yeah,
cloak thing.
For Smash, correct?
Yeah.
for Smash. Yeah.
If I had to throw my hat into the ring besides like what I threw in last time, I definitely would probably go with Anya or Ayane from Dead or Alive.
Ooh, some DOA.
Some rogue
Because
shots.
she is, it's either her or just because I want to see the kooky and craziness of this character. Same game from Dead or Alive, but Brad Wong.
Don't put Brad Wong in anything, please. I don't want
Yeah.
to see more Brad Wong.
I'm gonna be real with you and just Brad Wong and just because he's either in Tekken 8 or Smash or whatever. I just want to see because he is in him and Dead or Alive. He's just so unpredictable, and that's what I like. That's what I loved about him, like playing him in general. Like even better. I used to not main him. My dad used to main him, so I used to face my dad, and it was great. No matter what character I picked, he always beat me because of his unpredictability of what he's doing.
So just running with a different topic, but kind of the same. What's both your thoughts on the steps they've took with Tekken 8 with the monetization and stuff?
Yeah, so I've just got a lot to talk about Tekken 8. Firstly, the monetization. It's so sad what they're doing with it. From what I've heard, I don't know if it's true, but they had a game that flopped in Asia, and they're trying to use Tekken 8 to recoup that cost. And they added the Tekken Shop, they added the Tekken Pass, and most of the Tekken Pass, and as some of the Tekken Shop when it first came out, was just Tekken 7 imports. They were just like assets from Tekken 7 that they moved over to Tekken 8, so it wasn't even that like valuable, I guess, or didn't even really look that good. And it's really sad to what they've done on a very, very, very fun like baseline, a very fun foundation. And it's sad that they also waited a few months so they would get the good publicity all in the first few months and then release it all in one spat as like, here's the shit. It's sad, but I don't think it ruins the game by any means. I think you can still play the game just fine, except for the one character that just came out.
Eddie?
What's his name?
Eddie Gordo. Yeah.
Eddie fucking Gordo. I'm not kidding. I saw a live stream of someone that made a bot that pressed nothing but 3, which is the X button.
It does
X
that.
For PlayStation. Sorry.
Does that combo? I know what you're talking about. Where he keeps
it's just
his...
the one combo of just 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. And man, I thought Victor's 222 was bad. Eddie's 333. This bot got to orange, and he might have got further. I'm not sure, but this bot actually got to orange ranks from just spamming 3. That's crazy to me.
Is that him being overtuned or just just bad design?
I think it might just be a little bit of bad design. Like it's very abusable, but you can't abuse it over anyone that's like actually good at the game, you know? If you try and abuse it against someone who's good, they're just gonna block it and punish you like real easily. I don't think its minus frames are that good. Okay. So it's just abusable on low ranks, but I can just see it being really annoying to go against. I haven't played much Tekken, I'll be honest, since Eddie came out. I know Muggy has played a little bit of Eddie, so he can probably shed some light on it later. But just the character as a whole, as like a DLC character, he was an ass in Tekken 7. Him being a DLC character in Tekken 8, it seems they've given him a lot that is just kind of annoying to deal with. But at the same time, it kind of fits with the game, like, controversially. Again, Victor has his 222. King has his fucking 3-hit KOs. And, like, a lot of characters have their kind of bullshit, I guess. So,
like their niches and whatnot.
It kind of fits, I guess. But yeah, I feel Eddie's is the most egregious, which is 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. It's like the most The most smooth brain, you could say.
I mean, Panda has a 1-1-1-1-1 combo as well.
Yeah, I embarrassingly got hit by that way too many times.
But, yeah, Muggy, what's your takes on Eddie and the
On
everything that's happened?
I actually agree with Stone on that one. Like just in general with everything he said. I can't really. I mean, me saying the same thing was just just
Yeah.
copy and paste. But I will 100% agree with the whole Eddie Gordo coming out as a DLC character. I mean, he should have. I would say the slot should have been where he should have just been out with the starting roster, so they can fix the tuning on him. Because yeah, his mechanics are a little bit different now, which is a little sad in my regards. Because I used to love playing him in 7, because he was just crazy. Now it's just more like his kid is very like overtuned, and it's very like I don't know, like you said, smooth brained with the 3-3-3 combo, and it just it's very, very upsetting because like I used to do like a lot of crazy stuff with them, and it always looked flashy and fun to do. But now it's just you slam you slam the 3-3-3 button, and you get the same combo over and over again. There's no like
Yeah, it's kind of been belittled.
yeah.
It is a shame. I had a similar thing with Victor, where I was like learning Victor. I was doing a lot of flashy Victor combos, and then like the people I would go against would just be saying, "Oh, it's just 2-2-2." It's like it's not. Like it was a pretty decent combo. It's not just 2-2-2, but yeah.
I will say this for comparing Victor to Eddie Gordo, like me, and I'm gonna say it here right here and now. Yes, I made King in Tekken 8. I was the guy that was doing a three hit combo chunking half your health. Yes, I know. But I will say Victor's 2-2-2 is a little bit more manageable than Eddie's like 3-3-3.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because I will say like yeah, because Victor always puts himself in a bad situation when he teleports.
Mhm.
Like if you pick up on what he does, and as soon as he goes into if you do a crushing attack while he's about to do his hit and then go into a teleport, he's gonna teleport into your strike, and then he automatically loses from there. Even better, I mean, with me playing, I was playing King. I do like a diagonal up 4, and I just because I have power armor, and I just eat through that hit, and then I just kick him and go in for a grapple and whatnot. So
Yeah, Victor's 2-2-2. Yeah, as you said, when he teleports, it's in a really bad situation because he can't block. Whereas in Eddie's 3-3-3, it think so. Like you trying to block it, and it. Again, his minus frames I don't think are that good, so you can probably just block it and punish. But again, just like trying to chill and learn the game, it's a big knowledge check.
yeah,
Big knowledge check.
I like the what was it? The conversation we had before you guys brought me on here with Stone. It was like a little while ago. That playing against King is like playing against is just essentially a knowledge check, like you said, because a lot of his moves are always setting you up for a 50-50, or it is a very spacey like footseek type of play style when you play King, and if he can manage to get in, he can put people in a very bad spots in a 50-50 where it manipulates it into King's favor. So like I don't know, it's kind of different from comparing it to like Eddie, where Eddie just can immediately take advantage, or you block and he goes back into neutral.
Yeah. I would have to verse against Eddie more or play against Eddie more. But yeah, I mean, just the most egregious thing is his 3-3-3, which also gives him a stack of his like power up. I'm not quite sure what that stack actually does, but yeah,
What
that
I
combo actually gives him a stack, which
for what I know, is it allows him to do like his weird stance kicks and whatnot. Like, so he'll do like some extra
Okay.
moves while he's doing handstands and whatnot, and he does even more flippy dippy stuff.
So kind of like what's her name? Asuka.
Yeah.
Speaking of Asuka, Mitch,
Yeah.
what's your opinions
On Eddie.
on just the monetization? Really,
I was about to say, I couldn't speak
played
up.
against Eddie.
Yeah, I
have
was about to say, I don't think I've versed him. So I can't speak on Eddie or seen him. The monetization, I've not really looked into. I've loaded up the game and I just got punched in the face with a bunch of fucking shit and I'm like, I don't care, skip, skip, skip. And then I won a few matches and I just saw like Battle Pass XP and I'm like, I just rolled my eyes. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, here we go.
Yeah.
And then that company asked to go look at it. And then I'm guessing they've got skins for each individual character or something that you've got to buy.
Not even each individual character, to be honest. It's only set characters right now.
Yeah, eventually it'll be everyone.
Oh wait,
won't
no,
it?
it does. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, it does. It's got like a cyber suit now. Like, like for every character, it's got some sort of like cyber suit that you can wear and new like hairstyle and stuff.
So I get it. I do get that they'll have paid skins, but I don't know how much is it expensive.
I'm actually not sure how much expensive it is either. I just, as you said, I kind of rolled my eyes at it as well.
I knew it was coming. I knew they'd have paid skins eventually. I think everyone did,
Yeah.
really. But it still doesn't change the fact it's like, oh, fucking hell. You either release with it and show your fucking full hand or just don't add it in not even midway. A few months after your game's released, just so you can be like, hey, everyone loves the game. I'll buy skins. It's annoying,
Yeah.
but it was destined to happen. Fucking Street Fighter 6 was egregious for it. Do you remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover?
I think so, yeah.
Where it's like £15 just for like the mask or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was disgusting. So yeah, monetization in most games is absolute dog shit. So there's no stopping it.
Yeah. There's no way somebody's gonna stop it at this point. Like, it's just. It's kind of here, and we have to deal with it.
Yeah, at least it's
I will say this could be a controversial like comment here, but like I will say like a lot of games nowadays seem to have always either a pay to win mentality to it nowadays, unless it's like single player, but single player is a different story. But a lot of games seem to always have the pay to win, or not really the pay to win, but more of like pay for cosmetics level. And like always like this battle pass and whatnot, and the games are starting to get like ridiculous where the prices go up on them, and the game quality sometimes, well, most time, will not be up to par of its price.
Like Dead by Daylight's a good example of. There's so many cosmetics in it, but it's optional. And then the actual DLC, it's all on sale at the moment, and it still equals up to £161, and most of it's 50% off. That's crazy. That's absolutely wild to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking at least just skins for now.
I mean, the community really did like slap back though. Like, it went mostly negative on Steam.
Is it still?
I think it's still mostly negative on Steam. Let me double check.
It is, yeah. I don't think they're getting
It
out of
is,
this for a little
yeah.
while.
No, I think they have like hurt their reputation a little bit. But from what I know of balancing issues as well, the biggest thing I've seen is Asusena's while running 3-2. From what I've seen, that is ridiculous. And they did nerf it, but they nerfed it and made it like not better, but just a different kind of stupid. Because what while running 3-2 would do was jump at you with a knee and then hit you with a punch. And you couldn't swipe
The elbow. She goes for the elbow.
also the elbow, yeah.
Yeah.
and you couldn't sidestep it because the second elbow tracked.
Oh yeah,
So
it
even
horribly
though it was a
tracked.
while running, you couldn't sidestep it. And blocking it, it was plus frames, so you couldn't punish it either. So it was just free. So people were spamming it in ranked. And then they nerfed it, and they made it so that the elbow doesn't come out, or I think the second elbow doesn't come out or something.
No, for what they said was they took out a lot of the tracking from it. It's still like, so if you do it, either the elbow doesn't come out or the elbow does come out and it doesn't track, so you can actually sidestep safely.
Mm-hmm. So then, how they've done that? If you do sidestep it, she's too far to be punished. Like, she's too far forward to actually get close to her to punish her before she recovers and blocks again. So
They
It's-
essentially made it safe where she goes back into neutral without being punished for it.
so like they didn't make it worse, but they also didn't make it better. It's just a different kind of stupid. And yeah, there's just kind of more balancing weirdness like that with some of the characters. So I mean, it kind of sucks that those things exist, and it's like, here's a Tekken shop. Here's a Tekken pass. It's like, bruh.
Um,
You know what I think? You know what I think that would be very chaotic and crazy to throw in there for Tekken 8 for characters
What?
would definitely be like, yeah, she's being overused a lot, but God, is she like not like a crowd favorite to be?
Too big. She is kind of being overused, but man, I do not mind seeing her in more stuff. I saw her
Yeah.
in Grand Blue Fantasy. She looked so cool.
Yeah, 100%.
What is your favorite game? Not just fighting game, just game in general. Muggy.
I'm gonna have to if we're really good at like am I allowed to go like far back nostalgia level?
oh yeah, I do.
Go anywhere. Go into
Oh,
the depths of your
oh.
mind.
Star Fox 64.
Ooh, what a shout!
First the original Star Fox and then Star Fox 64. Those two hold a place in the very being of my core. Like, I may have grown up into the world of fighting games like as a kid, but those games, like Star Fox in general, was the game that I would also spend, like, if I wasn't playing fighting games, it was that game that I would spend hours and hours and hours non-stop playing.
64 was fucking. I remember getting it, and as a kid, I was just too fucking stupid to understand what to do in it. But coming back to it, I'm pretty sure I beat it when I was like 12, 13. It's a fantastic game. You ever played it?
Yeah, that was definitely that is my pulling out the old archives of games in my mind and losing myself to that. That in 007 GoldenEye.
GoldenEye was another one was a fantastic one. Did you play the multiplayer in that?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Multiplayer in that was absolute fucking chaos.
Can you guess what character I played?
What's his name? The short guy who was almost impossible to hit.
Oddjob?
Yeah, Oddjob.
Yes, sir.
Of course you did. You fucker. Yeah, fucking hell. Some good shouts there. What did you? So you was a Nintendo and N64 kind of guy.
Oh, I was both. I was playing Sega and like N64, like Nintendo, PlayStation, Sega, Dreamcast, like all the consoles I could ever get my hands on, I would get my hands on.
What was your favorite
My mother
console?
was,
Gamer.
yeah, I was definitely a fiend for gaming and stuff like that.
Yeah, same. What was your first console?
My very first console,
Mhm.
it was the original NES.
Okay. Cool.
And then after it was the NES, and then a month later was the Sega. Was Sega Genesis? No, was it Genesis?
I
Yeah,
think it's
Genesis.
Genesis,
or
and the
something like
Dreamcast came after.
that. Yeah, Sega Genesis and the original NES because my mother used to game as well, so I think it runs down in my family tree when it comes to gaming. So my mother had the NES and then had me, and then I was like 3 years old playing the NES, and Sega Dreamcast rolled around, and you best believe I had that console as well. Like any console I really could have had my hands on, I had my hands on.
What's your any game this year that's coming out you're really looking forward to, or this year just been a bit of a dud for you?
Ooh, oh no, I think there's a few that are coming out. That I have that has caught my eye. I think it was. Hold on, I have it written down because there's just too many for me to like remember off the top of my head that I really want to get my sink my teeth into. There was some sadness in a few other ones, like for example, Dragon's Dogma. Wild Heart. At one point before it came out was like I was super pumped for it. Blue Protocol was the GameStone was talking about that completely flopped. That what I was looking
that
forward
was
to.
it. Yeah, Blue Protocol in Asia. That's what
Yeah.
they were trying to
Yeah.
recuperate.
I think right now I think I'm waiting for what was it? Oh man, just come back to me for a second. I'm trying to find my notes right now. I'm so sorry.
Okay. We've been playing, so we started Total Warhammer 3.
We did.
That
was fun.
Yeah, as I say, what's your thoughts on that so far? We're not deep into it, but just...
No, we'll fucking turn 10 because a screen keeps coming up there. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
all my long
Those
gas loading
games are
screens.
hard to get into.
Yeah, and I have really long loading times because I forgot to load my graphics, and my PC's not exactly the best.
No, but no, it's fun. I am a very 40k orientated kind of guy, so seeing fantasy for the first time is really cool. I do love all of the fantasy races and stuff.
We're 3 hours in, so we're not. We've
Not bad.
dipped our toes in the pool.
I will. I will. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
I was just
go
gonna say, the games that I'm really looking forward to is again the new Elden Ring DLC.
Yes,
I'm super hyped for the Elden Ring one. There's the new expansion for Final Fantasy. I'm ready for I'm ready for that new one.
Is it for 16 or 14?
14.
Okay.
FF14.
yeah.
So I think 16's
MMO
getting DLC,
version.
isn't it?
Yeah, they're getting an expansion. I think it's like Dawn Trail or something. Or I don't know the expansion's name. I do apologize, but and then I think the last game was that was stuck in my head. I'm trying to remember at the top of my head, but it eludes me right now. I'm so sorry. Oh, Stellar Blade. There we go.
That comes out very soon, doesn't it?
I don't know if it's very soon, but
Yeah, I thought it was out.
I heard. people
wait,
talking about
really?
it.
I saw reviews. for it.
Really, Ed? Oh well, I got to get my hands on Stellar Blade then.
Oh,
I'm behind the times, I guess.
26.
Yeah, it's out.
Yeah, so even better. I'm just behind. Okay, cool. I've not been lost. I've not been left behind. So there you go. So I have something to look forward to. So,
Sick.
but it's a lot of those games are what I'm looking forward to like playing at the moment. I mean, unless they're gonna hit us with the new Monster Hunter that's coming out. I'm so ready for that one. That's another
in 2025 though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm besides MMOs and fighting games. Monster Hunter was my pride and joy. That game, I can attest to the amount of hours I've sunk into the original all the way up to Rise. Like, it's too long and too far. Like just years, absolute years.
So I know you're on that World of Warcraft like binge at the moment. The new expansion for that's meant to come out this year, right?
The War Within.
Yeah.
So, I'm honestly more excited for the features that are coming in War Within than the actual expansion itself. To be honest.
Fuck you, Blizzard.
I mean, Blizzard has their issues. Don't get me. I'm not blind to Blizzard's like fucking absolute weird, scummy piece of shit practices.
No,
But
don't get, yeah.
I am.
They're going up. You know, like they're making better decisions and doing better stuff. So, like, I don't know, man. It seems like it's getting better. I hope it's getting better. I don't want any of that shit to happen again. But going back to fighting games real quick, I want to talk about Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Oh, that's a different monster you're speaking of right now. That is an entirely like huge a huge monster you're trying to address right there.
Yeah, it's a bit of an elephant in the room, for at least for me. So me and Mitch played Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom recently.
Mhm.
And Muggy, you've been playing it for quite a while.
Since it came out, I was all over that.
Okay, first of all, Mitch, when we played it, what's your...
So I played it on the 360. It was on the 360, right?
Yes.
I played it on the
Yes,
360 back in the day, and I was like, I didn't play it a lot, but I played it like casually, maybe like the story mode, and that was it.
Mhm.
And on story mode, you can just get away with pretty much anything, really, can't you?
Yeah.
And then going back to it after completely purging everything out my mind, holy fuck, that might have been the least fun experience I've had on a game this year so far. It felt
Really? Okay.
it felt
I don't know
so.
it's that bad.
I haven't played much. Played a lot of Siege. Never mind. Yeah, it's not been a great. It weren't a great experience. Played a lot of Siege, so it's not the worst. It's just there was so. You know what, you go. I'm just going to be negative about it.
For me, no, I can see the positives in the game. There are definitely a lot of negatives. For example, the fucking input commands, where it's down, down, forward, forward, and then a different one is forward, down, forward. I get that if you play the game enough, you're gonna just like not mistake the two. But holy shit, why have it almost so similar? And then the absolute unbalanced mess that the characters are is crazy. Being stun locked by fucking Rocket Raccoon or fucking Virgil just being Virgil. I get it, he's lore accurate, but Jesus fucking Christ. So yeah, it's a very difficult one. It's such a party game though. I can see how it's just a fun, like, you hop on it with your friends to have a bit of a laugh, rather than actually taking it seriously as a fighting game. And
I mean, yeah. If you play the game for like just with a couple friends and having fun and just having a laughter, yeah, it's definitely a game just to be like that. If you're it is a different breed if you're trying to take it seriously and trying to do it like in like a big league setting and whatnot. Like it will definitely like frustrate you, aggravate you, and whatnot. But I think I'm against you guys when it comes to the input thing. I don't see the issue with that too much because I think I'm so used.
Yeah, you're a fucking monster, so you're used to it.
Yeah, I think the input's fine. Like I can get a lot of the inputs down. Like it's just quarter circles or half circles, or for Hagar's case, full circles. But like, it's just like I don't know. Like it's just it's such a. It's fun to play with friends. Like if you're just gonna like play to have fun and do crazy stuff, yeah, super fun, 100%. If you're trying to play it serious and like doing like tournaments and whatnot, it will definitely frustrate you 100%. Like you will beat yourself up level shenanigans.
It's got its charm though. Like man, I cannot say it's not a charming game.
Oh yeah, the
Like,
art
the art
style's
style
charming.
and the movement, how smooth it is. It is It is a very, very charming game. But there was, like, it was professionally played until what, this year? Like, it was in Evo until this year where it was taken by Tekken
think
Yeah,
so.
or something like that. Like,
yeah.
it was still played at a very high level, and I don't understand how. Because the characters are so, like, every team is going to have Virgil in it. Like,
Actually, hold on. I'm gonna have to put a pin. Like, yeah, you're right to most degrees, but there's actually team called Team Big Boys, which is like Hagar,
yeah, you told me
it's
about that.
Hagar, Hulk, and Sentinel. What's his name? Kane, Blue Cane River, or Kane Blue River. Yeah, Kane Blue River. He used to do like Team Big Boys. There's also teams like a Phoenix team that uses like Morgan, Magneto, and Phoenix and stuff like that. Like not Phoenix Wright, but actual Phoenix from X-Men and stuff. So, but like again, like yeah, you'll see a lot of Virgil players, 100%. I guarantee that you'll see a lot of Dante players. But I mean, like those big, like a lot of the big high level players will be using more than just Virgil.
Yeah, I guess it's a low level issue. It's a low level skill issue. But man, it is like in today's day and age, getting into UMVC. Holy crap, it is hard.
Surprisingly enough, you know what I really wanted to put into Ultimate Marvel, but they didn't do it until Marvel Infinite, was put Monster Hunter and Marvel Infinite. You should just stick her out, put her into Ultimate Marvel. That would have been great, because I'm gonna be real, like she plays amazing, or he. I forget what you could choose, either or the male or female version. But they play amazing, and I would have seen a lot. Like they would have seen a lot of play in Ultimate Marvel over Marvel Infinite.
Yeah, I heard Infinite wasn't very good. I don't have any experience or anything.
That I
with it,
did
so
play
don't know,
more,
but-
and it is
Yeah,
dog shit.
Yeah, I completely just I dropped as soon as I saw the gameplay of it and whatnot and how it felt. Like I gave it a try, and then immediately was like, no, this isn't my Ultimate Marvel. I'm sorry.
They lost the
Yeah.
comic book art style as well, didn't they?
Oh, did
Yeah.
they?
And they set it
That's a
around the
shame.
Infinity Stones, and it just weren't it.
Yeah, it didn't feel like the Marvel that I loved, like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and then all the way to Ultimate Marvel. Like,
It just didn't have charm. That's what it was lacking.
I remember somebody in Marvel,
Muscle 3 just
and
messed, I feel.
I think somebody in Marvel 2. I remember being in an arcade place, and somebody broke the game in Marvel 2, and I think it was like some weird glitch. And essentially, what happens is it would freeze the game, and then that arcade station, like that spot, would be closed off because they had to reset the whole game and whatnot. Like
Jesus.
people would break that on purpose just for shits and giggles, and immediately like the owner would kick that person out because they were doing it.
And if I'm not mistaken, in UMC Infinite, they got rid of every single X-Man.
Really?
Yeah. That's
Damn.
I'm pretty sure because they was trying to set it around like the MCU, so it's like, oh, look at all these,
Oh, okay.
look at fucking, I don't know, Doctor Strange and Thanos and all this shit, and they got rid of every single X-Man. I'm pretty sure. Hope I'm
I
right.
mean, nah, sorry.
Ass.
If I wanted to look at like Doctor Strange, I'll just be back in Ultimate Marvel where I can get everyone that I ever wanted. The character roster in Ultimate Marvel was like peak. Like that was just amazing. It had everything your heart desired into that game.
Not only that, but the UMVC3 modding scene is insane.
Oh yeah.
Like, I saw a mod of Leon Kennedy from RE4 being
Oh,
put
he-
into it, and he has his own move sets and all that. and,
Yeah.
like the modding scene is also amazing on that game.
Have either of you played Rivals of Ether?
Yes.
No.
That's a very good platform fighter.
Oh yeah, that was my
heard about it.
that was my alternative of Smash Brothers for me. That was that.
It's very
When I'm not playing, when I couldn't play Smash Brothers with like Melee with the boys when I'm over here and stuff like that.
Mm.
Rivals of Ether was my little salvation, if you will.
game's so good. You mentioning the modding scene for UMC just reminded me like how you can play like Sans from Undertale and Rivals of Ether, and it's like fully fucking modded and everything.
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
So yeah, that's a very good game. The workshop in it's amazing. They're doing a second one. That's coming out this year.
Oh, good for
Uh,
them.
yeah, Rivals 2.
question for you, Mitch, if you don't mind me asking.
Yeah.
Have you played Skullgirls?
Skullgirls. Don't think so. Skullgirls. Second Encore.
Yes.
Let's see. No, I have not.
Oh, that was a game that really truly like you can do a lot of crazy stuff with, and there's still some local tournaments that I've seen, and I think there might be something bigger than that. I'm not 100% sure, but that game was literally made by a person that loved fighting games, and you could tell like it was catered to the fighting game franchise. To it was loved, I guess you could say, like, or like, like appreciated for what its mechanics and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it was it's a very good game, and if I highly recommend it from both of you guys to like at least give it a try.
The
and
one
I already have it.
I need to
So I can
get.
give it a try whenever.
What was I've been told to get by you two? Guilty Gear, was it?
Oh yes, very.
Oh,
Ugh.
Faust.
Yeah.
I love my boy Faust.
So I'm in my boy Faust.
Definitely my
You're getting off him right now.
definitely my favorite would be Biken. Biken is my and my main girl Ramlethal. That's it. That is my utmost like most picked character. Like I will lose myself to Ramlethal all day long. Like that is
Holy shit! There's £200 of DLC.
oh
Wow.
what's so wrong with Ramlethal Stone? What's
Is
so wrong?
Ramlethal the one with the grappling hook that keeps you towards her?
No. That's
the
Biken.
guns, isn't it? There's like the
No.
map-wide guns.
She has two giant swords she carries, and then she throws them.
I'm thinking of Biken. Well, I don't
Yeah,
know who Ramlethal.
you're-
Fuck
you-
Biken.
Yeah. Biken's the one that you just
Nah,
you
fuck
just
Biken.
don't like her
All my
because she's
homies hate Biken.
why what's so
I don't
much
like her
hatred?
because her thing is that she grapples towards you and then keeps you there, keeps you in melee range. Whereas a Faust player, I need to be mid range. I need to be away from you to be able to do anything. So me being in fucking melee range the entire time is kind of annoying.
Yeah, but that seems like I don't want to be that troll, but that seems like a skill diff to me.
Yeah, fuck yourself over there.
And FYI, I put it into the chat for you just to show you who Ramlethal looks like and whatnot. It's this character. So, and
those
just
two huge swords are guns, by the way.
and no, they're actually swords. She actually pulls them with swords.
Yeah,
they
but
transform.
they like her ult is that she shoots like map wide, isn't it?
It's like a laser cannon. Yeah,
And the laser cannon.
Cool
yeah.
swords though.
yeah.
They are pretty cool.
I will say, but that's the thing. Ramlethal is just like Faust. She's like a mid-range character.
Dude, fucking not with that grappling hook. You can piss off.
Not Biken. Biken doesn't have a. Biken has the grappling hook.
I keep thinking Ramlethal is Biken. I don't know why. Like they're two the same in my head.
No. Ramlethal is a mid-range character. I think Biken is more of a close-range character, but she requires like a setup to keep you like pressured in. So she like she keeps you like close range, and then she can keep putting pressure for you to mess up. I think that's pretty much her play style to some degree.
Yeah.
Ramlethal is just like a mid-range character where she can zone in from mid to like close range, and then close range to mid range, as long as she can within reach of you, essentially. So
Guilty Gear's style, I think, is one of my favorite styles in any fighting game. I absolutely love its like animated style.
yeah, this is the anime fighter genre. That's like Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear. What else is there? Grand Blue. Like those types of genres of fighting games are really really good, and I highly endorse those types of games a lot.
The art. I think the better the art style, the not the better the game, but like the game makes it more palatable. Like UMVC, I did not have fun with the gameplay, but man, the style was so good that I kept playing it.
You know what's fucking
Like-
tilted me?
We spoke about that game enough to where I'm gonna have to go and get fucking gameplay for it.
What game?
UMC 3.
No, okay. Speaking of, would you want a UMVC in today's age? Like, if they bought a new one?
Yeah, 100%. Yes, as long as if they keep with the comic book art style. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm with Mitch on this one. I definitely would have 100% agree. Would hop aboard that bandwagon.
I'm a
Yeah, I
hater
think
of
it
some
would
of the
do
shit that's
so
in it.
well.
Yeah, I'm a hater of the shit in it because it's unbalanced and just felt
Yeah.
something different to me. Mainly the inputs. The inputs needed to just leave me alone at that point. But not a remake, a new one that's not Infinite. Yeah, why not? They've got the X-Men back. Marvel have the rights to the X-Men. They've got all their cast. Capcom are doing well. Yeah, Capcom.
You mean
Capcom are kind of existing on their own thing right now.
I mean, yeah, Capcom's doing decently well. They're on the upstroke right now. They're still climbing, but like they're not like
They've just had that little
The
tumble.
fucking Resident Evil remakes have been fucking huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
So yeah, I'd love to see a new one.
I definitely would like to see a new one. Capcom can literally bring back the old school team, like like Wesker, Chris, Jill, Nemesis, and stuff like that. Hell, I'll take a Mr. X if they throw it in there.
I'll take a festive
it-
Jack Baker.
Jack Baker. It would be so cool to have some of the new ones as well. Like you could have like Leon OG, but then you could also have
Leon from 6.
remakes.
Yeah,
And then you could do the same, like, I don't know, Chris OG or Chris remakes, you know?
Oh, I just thought of something. What if they try to throw in Rose Winter for like the newer version of Resident Evil?
Ooh.
You're
No.
oh, hold on. Muggy, what's your favorite Resident Evil? We went over this.
Oh, hands down, Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Hands down,
Two OG is so good.
yeah. Hands down, like from like leaps and bounds, the original 2 and 3 were amazing. And then I know this sounds crazy, but Resident Evil Outbreak, that was a game that was just absolutely. It brought the OG of Resident Evil 2 and 3 and put it into an all multiplayer settings, which I was always dreaming of before it came out. And when it did, I was through the moon for it, and it was amazing. And it was amazing. It didn't let me down. I will say that 100%. And then the
What the fuck?
Did you just crash?
Okay, I guess he's done now.
Yeah.
Congrats, Maggie.
That was...
Fuck.
I'll finish what he was going to say. He was going to say 7 and 8. Absolutely love 7 and 8. He was going to say love 7 and 8 more than anyone on this planet. And he was not slighting Rose Winters earlier when he was saying they might bring Rose Winters into it. Good character. That's a round of applause for Rose Winters.
Rose Winter in UMVC?
Yeah.
I think that would be neato.
Fuck it, have Ethan. Just don't have him face the camera. Literally have him looking right. That's all he has to do.
Man, no, they need to reveal Ethan's face.
Oh, it's
now.
over. It's done. They had their chance. They had 2 chances. They had 4 chances, actually. Considering we know what he
It's
looks like.
stopping so much like cool stuff to be licensed. Hey,
Crazy.
welcome back.
I finished
Hey,
your thought for you, don't worry.
So yeah. What was the where did I leave off before I disappear? I do
You
apologize.
was about to say how good 7 and 8 are.
No, no way. I was talking about how Resident Evil Outbreak was the absolute bananas, and how multiplayer with the original like Resident Evil 2 and 3 mentality settings was essentially the best. The only drawback to Outbreak was, again, it didn't have a long lifespan for itself, and it didn't grow to where it needed to be. And the other drawback was it was very based on you couldn't talk to your friends or random people that you grew up with. It was very analog stick command, come here, come, I need help, stuff like that. So
Yeah, just playing that game in a Discord made it infinitely better.
yeah, 100%. Playing it in a Discord, with a bunch of friends, was, I will say, 10 times to 100 times better than playing it by yourself with a bunch of random people where somebody tries to speed run the whole scenario.
Yeah, we had one guy where it was just 3 of us. We had one guy that joined, and it was just speedrunning the entire thing. And it's like, man, I want to do it. I don't want to just have it done immediately.
I'm not saying Resident Evil 7 and 8 aren't bad. I'm just saying like the OG stuff like Outbreak and Resident Evil 2 and 3 are just, solidified in my mind as legendary. Yeah.
Where the fuck is Outbreak Remake Capcom? Where is it?
Yeah, please.
With your Resident Evil
if-
Resistance, with your R Reverse.
If there's
Make Outbreak Remake.
yeah. If somehow a Capcom dev just suddenly, like a Resident Evil Capcom dev just like suddenly just clicks onto this video and just listens and he finds out, like, just please, for the love of God, Capcom, make Resident Evil Outbreak remake. I swear to you on everything, that people will play that and lose themselves to that game. Just put love and affection into that game and creating it, and then throw it out to the masses. And I swear to you, people will play it. People will constantly play it. There's so much replay value to it. Like, they will lose themselves to it. It will be great.
I don't want to go even further deep into this Resident Evil thing because this was supposed to be a fighting game episode. But if Outbreak was to be remade, would you want it in the fixed camera as it was, or in the remake third person over the shoulder setting?
I think I would go with the third person over the shoulder settings because nowadays games over the shoulder would probably be more fitting. I did enjoy Resident Evil 5's over the shoulder setup, and plus it was multiplayer. But it was a 2-player multiplayer, but it was so fun. It was just too fun. I definitely would go over the shoulder.
Fair enough.
I looked in the mirror earlier, and it felt like I've aged about 30 years. So that's just nothing to contribute there. Would whack that one in there.
I mean, I will 100% do Resident Evil Outbreak with you, Mitch, if you wanted to, because holy shit, I love that game.
I will gladly buckle up my zombie killing belt and join you in that endeavor.
We still have File 2 to do.
Yes, we do actually.
We could do all 4 of us, me, you, Jared, and Mitch, in File 2.
Yeah. We were still looking for a fourth anyways, because considering we would have toss up between what was it, Neon and Logan between them. So we could definitely, Mitch can definitely just be the fourth to solidify that lock in that spot for us.
Yep.
Yeah, good one there. I know I've got quite a lot to play through next month as well. Got a lot of Helldivers to get through. I'm gonna get
Yeah, you're getting Helldivers and Skir Ritual.
Skir Ritual, Mana Lord. Yes, Tuesday.
I'm excited to play Helldivers and Skir Ritual with you.
Yeah, that's gonna
be huge.
Still got Warhammer.
Which what Helldivers? There's an update or something?
I know, I just don't have it. I haven't played it before.
Hasn't got it.
He's
going to buy it on Tuesday and play it for the first time.
Oh, that's going to be fun. I'll tell you that right now. You're going to have a blast and also expect to die.
Yeah, it's a good one there.
If we can get a group as well, get Jared or something, because Jared loves Helldivers as well. So if we can get Jared to get a four man.
I definitely would. Yeah, I definitely would join in that one too. Killing bugs and robots, I'm down.
What's your
Yeah, so
what's your takes on how they did the cameo system, Muggy?
What do you mean?
In
Mortal
MK1.
Kombat.
In Mortal Kombat, I think. All right, so this some people might like the cameo, but so if they do feel triggered about hearing this, well, I do feel sorry for them. I'm so sorry, but I think the cameo system seems to be like just meh. It seems to be very mid. It's not really like
It's ass.
yeah. It's
Say
I'm
what you
trying
trust
I'm,
me, it's fucking
I'm,
ass.
I'm trying to be nice about it, but I mean yeah, at this point, yeah, it's pretty ass, and a lot of the cameos and stuff like that, the characters themselves just are not just no. I'm sorry, no. Like if they would have done something like would truly would have like made a Mortal Kombat game like very like it's still itself, but still be different. Is if they had where you could control the cameo character, you swap tag in and out style, like Project L that's coming out.
Mm.
I think that kind of cameo, like if you have that kind of cameo system like that, that would have been a lot better. Because essentially, you know, you tag in combos, you're opening up the game a little bit more, and essentially for that kind of mentality. But
I agree with the fact that they've done something they really shouldn't have with the cameos, because I think the gameplay itself feels great. To play that game feels
yeah.
really good, but the cameos just kind of just add something that doesn't need to be there.
yeah, I actually enjoyed. I didn't play. I didn't get to play the new Mortal Kombat. But again, I watching Stone and watching a bunch of other people play Mortal Kombat 1. They enjoyed the gameplay of it, but like the cameos just were not up to snuff. I think somebody, I think it was Shoebox, that was very upset that they didn't put one of his characters in that was like a beloved character in Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
I'm guessing you two haven't seen this, but I've been keeping up to date with your favourite name, 2XKO.
Shut up.
And I don't know if you have seen this, but they've got like proper gameplay now. Like 24
Yeah,
minutes and
gameplay?
shit. Yeah, 24 minutes of like.
I'll watch that after this. Oh wow.
It
Yeah.
Looks, it looks great.
Yeah.
They've got an Alawi like full
That looks
trailer.
awesome.
Yeah, they've got a whole Alawi gameplay reveal trailer. No one likes the title.
Yeah. Okay. How have we gone an entire fighting game episode and not talked about fucking Project L? Sort of. It's Project L, not 2XKO.
I'm pretty sure they're going to change the name. I'm 90% sure they'll change that name.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
shit,
going to
such
be.
a bad name.
Yeah. The moment I think it was Stone that told me the moment that Project L, they're like, "Yo, Riot's changing the name to like 2XKO." I was like, "What the hell is that? Stop! It's Project L. Stop it."
I get what they're trying to do. It's like two people knockout, blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's so smart, so funny.
Um,
But they have so many options within League itself, you know?
Mhm.
Like some of the rune names that I've seen going around.
Yeah,
Holy
Conqueror.
crap,
Just
those
call
are-
it Conqueror.
Yeah, or like, I don't know.
Press the attack.
Lethal Pursuer, press the attack.
Literally anything. Grasp of the Undying. Just call it something. But
Yeah.
call it Project
will,
L.
Yeah.
Stick Project L on it. Stick to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I don't even mind it being stayed Project L, honestly, yeah.
Honestly, I feel like Project L would probably be a better name than 2XKO
Yeah,
because
2XKO, why not?
let's be honest here. Like Project L kind of just sat there and it felt like it cooked. If that makes sense, like it just sit there and it grew on you. Eventually, you're like,
to it, yeah.
yeah, and then when they came up with the 2XKO, like you just sit there and go, that's not the real name. It's Project L. What do you mean? Like just leave it Project L. That's all you need. Like it doesn't have to be this fancy like crazy unorthodox like name. Just simple. That's it.
So, Project L, I would probably say, and probably for you two as well, we could say that it's probably the most anticipated like fighting game
Oh,
coming out.
yeah,
right?
yeah,
First.
Yeah.
So-
100%.
What characters do we want? Apart from the ones that are obviously already in, what characters do we want in this game?
I'll take a festive. What do you want? Just go two each. Just go
Sure.
run
go
down
to
the.
each.
I'll whack a Rek'Sai in there.
Okay. Rek'Sai could be cool gameplay wise.
What was it? You said Rek'Sai and what else?
I was gonna let you one of you two go, and then I'll think of my second.
Okay. I'll let you go, Stone. You go ahead. I'll be the last one to cook.
You know me. Give me my Thresh. Give me my Thresh. His hook and his lantern, I feel, could be so cool in this type of gameplay. Even if his lantern is just like an animation for bringing in the second character, you know? Like, even
That'd
if
be
it's not an
sick.
actual gameplay element, if it's just an animation of he throws it off screen, jumps off screen, and then the second character comes in from his lantern. That would be such a huge animation. And then his hook, like if he throws his hook out and actually pulls them to him on the screen, if they're like trying to play keep away, like I think Thresh could be such a cool character for Project L.
Alrighty. I'm gonna throw one out there. Volibear.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I think Volibear would be a very good character in Project L. He'd probably, I'm guessing because of a lot of his moves are still like based on like what he does. He charges up, stuns you, bites you, and like drops down a lightning bolt and stuff like that. I definitely would see him follow in the lines of like similar to what Darius is now, where he has like a apprehend, like a grapple move, like to grab something from the air and stuff like that. But I think I think Volibear would lean more into the grappler-esque like character.
Yeah, maybe.
for one of every fighting game has their fucking goofy, quirky character, don't they?
Yeah.
So Bard.
How would that even work?
I don't know, but Bard, like with his meeps and stuff, and his
Yeah.
and his chimes and stuff. If not him, Kled and Scar.
I think Kled and Scar would be really cool. Bard, I can't see because his whole thing is like he has a stun if he hits a second person. He roams around so he gets his stacks of meeps. He goes.
He could do
through
stuff with
walls and
portals.
stuff. It's not like
He could like do stuff with portals and like I don't know, say throw a meat from underneath you, knock up, blah blah blah, or throw the
Oh,
stun from.
maybe.
Yeah, he's got portals and stuff.
I mean, there's definitely options. There's definitely ways.
But I think he could. They've got a whole team behind it. Every fucking fighting game has to have a fucking goofy character, and that's their goofy character. Bard is, even though it's proper serious in law, but who cares? It's Bard time or Kled.
Bard would be pretty funny.
I'd like
I
Kled.
think Kled would go hard though.
Kled would be like
I would take Kled over Bard. To be honest.
like press the attack Kled, like he just doesn't let up on you.
He just goes. Yeah, that would be pretty mean.
I would say Cogmore, but I'm gonna be real, he would not fit.
No, he would just die.
Yeah. Just as kamikaze Cog.
Oh, I mean that could be a playstyle. You don't know. Like you could play Cogman and have this crazy like playstyle where you do a lot of damage, but like you have a very low set health, and then if you die, you can just kamikaze.
My only issue with him being in the game is he's how would he hit you? His whole thing's spit. So
I definitely would think I definitely would think like a tongue spit combo kind of thing.
then at that point they could have a Tom Kench instead. I'd love Tom Kench.
True.
Yes, sir.
But
Now, for my second, I don't understand how Set isn't in the game.
he will be.
How is Set not here?
Because
He's
I think
literally a brawler.
I think Vi would probably be in the same genre with Set.
I
Yeah,
think
true.
Set will get in over Vi.
I truly do think Set will be in. It's a matter of time of Set to be in because he's literally a brawler. It's his entire thing.
He also
How
could-
is he not in a fighting game?
He could have his own map, you know, they've got like Bilgewater and all that. Set
Yeah.
grew up in a Colosseum, didn't they? So they could have Set's Colosseum.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
I think my second pick for characters, and I know this sounds like more biased than anything else. Rengar.
Ooh.
Rengar could be
I don't know how
cool.
the fuck that would work.
No, Rengar could be cool. He's an assassin, isn't he?
He's very like he's very
a
high
stealthy
risk.
assassin.
Yeah, he's very high risk, high reward, kind of like a play style, like it would be for fighting games and stuff like that. That or Udyr.
Udyr
Could
could
be
be
like,
cool.
you know, Reptile from Mortal Kombat 1, how he like spits on himself and he goes invisible.
Yeah.
Could be something like that for Rengar.
Oh, something in the set like where he could like if he's like he'll do like a command or whatnot, he could just go invisible for a few seconds.
Yeah, there's like an animation to go invis.
Yeah.
Issue is it is a 4-button fighter, isn't it? Or what was it?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think it's like similar to, if I'm not mistaken, it's similar to DBZ Fighters.
Yeah. But yeah, the 2XKO is going to be surely good. It's been in development for so long. It got announced at the same time as Valor.
It's Project L. Can we not have the 2XKO, please? That actually hurts.
Sorry. League fighting game will be good. It's been in development since Valorant and that got announced at the same time.
I just another name just sparked into my mind, and I definitely think they'll do this. Like 100% definitely think they'll do this. Scion.
Ooh.
Scion would be cool.
He could be a big meaty motherfucker.
Yeah, I definitely believe they will definitely throw him in there because I feel like he's a big body, he's a big boy, and they don't have a lot of big boys in that roster right now. They have like Alawi and Darius.
Yeah, I was going to say Alawi and Darius are quite big.
Yeah, but like I'm talking like Hulk level big. Like they're about like the equivalent of like if we were comparing like an Ultra Marvel, they're about like Hagar big. Like
yeah, they're just average big people, while Scion's an absolute unit.
Scion is an actual unit.
Yeah, Scion could be a good shout. There's so many I'd like to say. Kha'Zix. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Bug.
Mordekaiser, Nasus, Nautilus.
Don't know how he would work similar, but Fiddlesticks.
Ooh.
That's you know what? I think he would still work. You want to know why? He'd probably play like Faust.
Maybe.
Oh, he's got his scythe. He's got his the thing in his chest. He's got the fear like things he throws out.
Yeah. He's got like he's got the little crows that come out and attack and stuff like that. He can clone some of stuff like Faust and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I definitely think Fiddlesticks would be following in the Faust play style.
What would be cool though is like say you selected Fiddlesticks. When you go into the match, it just randomised and it didn't show Fiddlesticks as if like he's imitating a different.
That would be so cool.
So when you first drop him, he applies fear or something on who you're against.
Ooh, that could be spicy. Or you could do it like where you could really drum up the whole Fiddlesticks, like how he's like he always portrays like this, like he's a scarecrow, it doesn't move, and then suddenly he just like moves really fast and like tries
like in the background.
Yeah. I definitely would like to see if the dubs actually do something along those lines where like it's almost like he's an error. Like he would just like you just don't know until like the last second until he like springs forth to life and on you.
Like on every map, there's a Fiddlesticks in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Like of both teams, there's a red and blue Fiddlesticks.
And then I definitely would like to like if somebody does play the picks Fiddlesticks and whatnot. It would definitely be like something along the lines of like, you know how the characters will enter in and, you know, like say their quotes and whatnot. Fiddlesticks just leaps from the background at like crazy speeds and then just...
Yeah. I want to see him crawl more, like he did in his trailer, how he like crawled on all fours or all six.
He just
fucking hands he had.
He just knocks the camera over and it cuts to the fight.
Man, I want to see him do that more. That was so cool.
Oh, he could play like actually. What was it? What was his name? Voldo from Soul Calibur. Like that. That's what Voldo did. Like he crawled on the floor and be like crazy like that.
Do you think it will come out this year?
That's a stretch. In my heart and in my prayers, yes, but probably not.
Yeah, it's not coming out this year. Mainly because they've got a play test in like September, I think.
Do they?
Yeah, and that's still alpha.
God damn.
And they've only just revealed their fifth character.
Game. Like, I guess fighting games do require a lot of attention.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's coming out next year either.
Really?
In 3 years since they've announced it, they've only just revealed their fifth character.
Oh, for Project L? Or?
Yeah. They've only just
I
shown
think-
Alawi, and they've been showing us.
I want to believe at the end of next year.
I think my bet would be next year because people are already playing it this year.
Yeah,
I want to believe. I want to believe the foundation is pretty much set. The only thing is like there's again the characters and stuff like that. They still have to work on that. The hit scan and whatnot, and the frames and whatnot and stuff like that. But like
code.
I could be
the
wrong
net code.
because they did have to completely start the game from scratch because originally it was just a one-on-one.
Yeah. So I definitely believe like and this is just me, like I guess you could say cope and whatnot, but like I definitely believe like probably the end of next year, possibly the start of the year before that. The year after that, sorry.
If it comes out this year, that's just something different. I think
That's just a bonus. That's extra gravy on
Yeah.
that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But-
I don't expect it this year.
next year I can't see it happening. If they don't drop a release date this year, it's not coming out next year.
Mm.
I reckon it'll be in 3 years' time it comes out. Or 2 full years.
That would be a
2026.
shame, but man, I am itching to get my hands on it.
Same.
I'm itching for some Project L gameplay, bro.
I could be wrong, like I said, they did have to scratch the game 2 years ago and start from the top.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they did make the Project L, like after they scrapped it and they redid it again. They did it pretty fast in this.
Yeah,
regard
that's what I
because
mean.
They had a lot of stuff like already solidified in their minds, like what to do, what not to do, and stuff like that. So I mean, they seem to be doing well, and except for the weird name that they keep that they try to throw out there, that's trying to make it catchy because it's not, but
I'm just the Alawi thing's really got me thinking. Like, no shot is it coming out this or next year. They announced it almost a full year ago, and they've only just dropped a reveal trailer for it.
Yeah, but I mean, to give them maybe a little bit of benefit of the doubt, it could be that they were doing the fundamentals of the game, and now that the game's fundamentals are there, they can start adding characters to those fundamentals, so it could be a bit faster this year. Who knows?
Watching the actual gameplay, it looks so fucking smooth. Like it looks.
I don't expect anything less from Riot, to be honest. Riot has consistently shown that they can do any fucking genre they want. Like they've done the
I mean-
esport FPS.
I mean, look at look at Arcane, like they even did with
Yeah,
shows and shit like that.
TV shows and shit. Like anything that they want to do, they will do. They are.
But for
Great
some
plan.
reason, their actual League of Legends like MOBA is
Yeah, no, we don't talk about
oh, okay.
Look at that crab.
that. Look at the crap.
Also, Alawi has this really cool move in the trailer where she knocks you in the sky, into the sky, and a tentacle comes up, wraps around you, and pulls you back down into a knocker.
That's cool.
It looks so fucking smooth.
For me though, I'm going to be tied over by the other League games like Ruin King and Convergence and stuff. So I'm pretty okay with it not being out this year. Just I hope it comes out next.
Yeah.
Please tell me it comes out next.
Don't get me wrong, the games they're releasing right now are amazing, and so far none of the characters they've shown have really excited me. It's bad when
Yeah.
Ari's my most excited character.
Echo is mine.
I'm 100% Darius, but I'm looking at the trailer a little bit right now, and Alawi's looking really pretty cool too as well.
Because it's all
She kind of fits that big heavy play style that I like now and again.
like, it's all fun and games saying like, oh, I like the look of this one character. There's 12 characters going to be in it, and you've got to pick at least 2.
Yeah.
So that's
Although I do enjoy the fact that they're doing like a multiplayer set to where it's like 2 people on one team, 2 people on one team, stuff like that. I like that idea, and it fits perfectly. So I want to see where it goes with that, and because they did that, I think they did that in Dead or Alive. I think it was either Dead or Alive 5 or 4, where you would go into a multiplayer. You can do like I think it was like a 3-man versus 3-man, and each person just picks a character, and then 3 people on one team, 3 people on another team, and they would just duke it out.
So, you've got D&D to head to soon, right?
Oh yes.
So yeah, we'll probably wrap up now. Anything else you want to say?
Um.
Oh, really?
No, no.
I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
excited
Yeah,
for the years to come.
I'm excited for the next few years for gaming whatsoever. I do see some flaws in some of the companies with their fast paced and very loose style of games that are coming out. But like some of the stuff I do hope for like for them to get their act together and just make some really good games. And I hope Project L will be one of those games that will sit atop and be an example to let the companies know that they
I
can
think
make
it will.
good games. Yeah.
In my opinion, I honestly think that Project L is going to be this generation's UMVC3.
Just saw
Oh
a,
yeah, I agree with that 100%.
just saw a comment saying if Rexo's not in the game, I'm going to talent E off of my balcony. I think that's the perfect place to leave this.
All right.
Alright, thanks for watching.
Thanks for listening.